Well, I am quite happy with this laser setup. That water bucket is dripping out right now. Wow. And there's, I don't know what that shadow is. Something on the surface maybe? Bubble? I don't know. I haven't touched the water bucket for a minute or two, probably at least 2 minutes now. But if I just tap the side of it, the micro ripples just rip right through. Just tap it all. I wonder how I had it glitching like that before. Hit it right in the center. So there's a lot of things happening in this video right now. So it's not exactly straightforward. But the main thing I'm listening to is just the sound of the neighborhood at night. But I live right behind a plaza with a grocery store and vet clinic, restaurants, dollar store stuff. So there's a lot of industrial vents in the ceiling or on the roof of the building. And there's one specifically at the grocery store that, well, that's what that drone is that you can hear. That consistent drone in the background. And there is an inconsistent pulse in that sound. It's not just like a flat drone. There's a pulse to it, but it changes. And you can see that the sound of that exhaust vent coincides with the movement of the water. And that's because that sound, it's actually the byproduct of a machine that is creating LFO or ELF waves, very low frequency waves, or maybe some other type of wave that I really don't know, but it's something that you can feel. It doesn't feel good, but it definitely affects the way that water moves. Like my theory is it creates micro ripples which are invisible when the water is still. But when you add some small waves, either with adding drops of water or just tapping the side of the bucket, the micro ripples coalesce with the small ripples that you've created. And then they do become visible. The micro ripples become visible because they have that the small waves to coalesce into, which they wouldn't if the water was just still doing nothing. So you wouldn't notice it unless there was already some motion from another source in the water. It's the combination of the two that makes the micro ripples visible in the reflection. I'll film this setup after a little while. I should probably turn my lasers off to let them cool down. And there is also a noise campaign happening in this neighborhood, so that that's what that sort of shrieking type noise is. That like repetitive shrieking noise, and then it almost sounds like a rumble or like a hammering noise. And it might be hard to believe, but that noise it's meant to sound like malfunctioning machinery. So if anyone ever asks, they can just say, "Oh, fix that exhaust vent on the roof. No problem, buddy." But what it actually is it's playing from a loudspeaker, and it's playing from multiple sources. So if you, and it also reacts to who's in the neighborhood. So if a stranger walks down the back alley, someone will know about it and they will turn it down or make it sound normal, But when no one's back there, they just crank it right up. And if I go looking for it, then they'll play it from a speaker 3 houses down. Oh wow. What the heck was that? I should turn on my metronome. That's the other part of the experiment that I haven't done tonight is put my metronome on. There seems to be a frequency that makes the quartz crystal glitch out and lose time momentarily. Like it'll create a slow beat, which was happening a lot last week when these machines were even like 3 times, maybe 4 times as loud. It just it was almost unbearable. But yeah, you could really see the micro ripples back then, and you could really hear the sound, and you could really feel it too. But they've turned it down. Like if I feel it less, they've turned it down now that I've started uploading these videos. I'm gonna tap the bucket again. All right. So yeah, they've turned it down since I started uploading these videos. Probably because they think there is some scientific validity to the idea. But once they see this video, they'll probably crap their pants. Yeah, so there's the noise campaign, the hum from the vents, which is likely a byproduct of basically what I'd call hacking in the electrical grid, where there's like a pulse in the electricity that hits every house and every appliance, every electric motor. So that's why when you're walking around, you can hear this resonance sort of following you and changing with, like, whose air conditioner you're walking by, or exhaust vents, or electric heaters. Like how the electric heater hums, you can hear it pulsing. Oh wow, okay. That's glitching out kind of cool. I've been hitting the side of the bucket. But now I'm hitting the front of the bucket, like in line with the times I've been doing it sideways, 90 degrees to laser in a rectangular bucket. I'll show the setup in a bit, but I want to keep filming this. Maybe give it a more tap, see if I can get it doing what it was before. Yeah, I don't know how long the battery life on these lasers is, or if they overheat or anything. I gotta walk up to the lasers backwards so I don't zap myself in the face. I did buy some laser glasses, but I don't think they prevent injury, they just reduce injury. So you still gotta be real careful. How did I get it glitching out like it was last video? That was insane. Just give the bucket a little shake. Now it's freaking. You know what? I can put some water drops in there. I got some water here. Maybe I'll stick with water drops, see what happens. I really don't want to end this video, but I don't want to destroy my laser. I can always buy more. Oh, what happened? I think the red laser just turned off. I hope it didn't. I hope I didn't kill it. Fuck. I think that's the time to end the video. Hopefully that was just the battery. Okay.